Okay, good morning, everyone. We can revise discuss the remaining questions, okay, from chapter 7, P block elements. What about your revision? Did you study it for today's test? Group 15 and group 16 only, okay? Okay. How many of you learned the chapter completely? P block elements? Okay, so don't forget that today 7 p.m. on board 11, all of you join. Only half hour test, okay? So now we can discuss the remaining questions. So it's clear? It's visible, children? Clearly visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. So question number 26. Correct order of electron affinity for halogen. Okay, correct order of electron affinity for halogen is option A, fluorine is greater than chlorine, it is greater than bromine, then iodine. Option B, fluorine less than chlorine, less than bromine, less than iodine. Then option C, fluorine less than chlorine, greater than bromine, greater than iodine. Then option D, fluorine greater than chlorine, less than bromine, greater than iodine. So what will be the common trend about electron affinity or electron gain enthalpy in a group? Is it increases or decreases? Electron gain enthalpy. Tell me. Is it increases or decreases in a group? Anyone?
Decreases.
Punya, once again.
Decreases.
Yeah, decreases, right? Electron gain enthalpy, it will decreases from top to bottom. So here it's in the order like this: fluorine, then chlorine, bromine, iodine. So in all groups, this electron gain enthalpy or electron affinity decreases. But here, in the case of halogens, there is only one exception in the case of fluorine and chlorine. Okay, fluorine, it has very less electron affinity or electron gain enthalpy compared to chlorine. Okay, then from chlorine towards iodine, it will decreases. So which will be the correct answer? Option A, B, C or D? Yeah, Punya, you can tell me.
C.
Yeah, option C, right? Option C. Usually this electron gain enthalpy or electron affinity, it will decreases from top to bottom in a group. But in the case of fluorine and chlorine, fluorine has less electron gain enthalpy or less electron affinity compared to chlorine. And here the reason is that due to its small size, there will be electron-electron repulsion in the 2p orbital. So it will shows very less tendency to attract one more electron or bond one more electron to its p orbital. That's the reason. You can just mark it in the page number 198. Textbook page number 198. Under the heading electron gain enthalpy. And always this electron gain enthalpy, it will be considered as negative. Okay, more negative is considered as more electron gain enthalpy. Clear? Then it will move from top to bottom. It will be less negative. So it's clear, children, about question number 26. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Then question number 27. Affinity for hydrogen decreases in the group from fluorine to iodine. Okay. Which of the halogen acids should have highest bond dissociation enthalpy? Affinity for hydrogen decreases in the group from fluorine to iodine. Which of the halogen acids should have highest bond dissociation enthalpy? Option A, HF. Option B, HCl. Option C, HBr. Option D, HI. Diya, can you tell me? Affinity will decreases from top to bottom. So,
HF.
yeah, this HF has the highest bond dissociation enthalpy. HF. Because here the bond is very much stronger. High energy should be required to break the bond. We know that fluorine is the most electronegative atom and hydrogen is electropositive, right? So their bond will be very much stronger. So high energy should be required to break the bond. That's why it is known as highest bond dissociation enthalpy. Okay. Then question number 28. The correct color order of acidity of following oxy acids is option A, HClO4, it is less than HClO3, less than HClO2, less than HClO. Then option B, HClO less than HClO2, less than HClO3, less than HClO4. Then option C, HClO less than HClO4, less than HClO3, less than HClO2. Then option D, HClO4 less than HClO2, less than HClO3, less than HClO. The correct color order of acidity of following oxy acids. So depending upon the acidity, their color will be increases. Okay. So which one will be the correct order, increasing order of acidity? We can connect it with its oxidation state. Okay. Oxidation state of oxygen. In each case, then when the oxidation state increases, that means more acidity will be there. So which is the increasing order? Vidur, can you tell me? So can we determine the oxidation state of oxygen? Yes. Here, this one is the correct answer. Here in the case of HClO, its oxidation status +1. Not about oxygen, about chlorine, okay? It's +1. And here it is +2, then +3, +4. So you have to write the point here. The oxidation, when the oxidation state increases, their acidity also increases. Increases, acidity also increases. Sorry, here it is. Wait. Hydrogen, its oxidation status +1, then oxygen, it is -2, right? So how can we determine the oxidation state of chlorine here? HClO, that is the first one. The hydrogen, it is +1, right? For hydrogen, it is +1. We don't know the oxidation state of chlorine, so it is X. Then oxygen, it is -2, right? So that is equal to 1 minus 2, that is -1 plus X. So X equal to 1. That's why here in the case of HClO, its oxidation status +1. Clear? That's the method of finding the oxidation state.
Ma'am, can
Yeah.
you say that again?
Sure. We can find out the oxidation state of chlorine in each oxy acid. Okay, each oxy acid. So in the first one, we don't know the oxidation state of chlorine, but we know the oxidation state of hydrogen, it is always +1. Then for oxygen, it is always -2. Okay, so here we are taking this +1 oxidation state for hydrogen, then +X as the oxidation state of chlorine, then -2 as the oxidation state of oxygen. That is equal to 0. Okay, the sum of the oxidation state of all the elements present in a compound, that is equal to 0. So this 1 minus 2, that is equal to minus 1, minus 1 plus x, that is equal to 0. So x equal to, when we convert this minus 1 into the opposite side, then it will become plus 1. Okay, then it will become plus 1. Clear? Similarly, we can find out the oxidation state of HClO2. All of you, please switch on your videos. Mehak, Naurin, Sania, Emmanuel, Aditya, Alvin, Rijas, Anthony, Srihari, Muhammad Adim, Malavika, Adul. All of you, please switch on your videos. Okay. So then how can we determine the oxidation state of HClO2? HClO2. Naurin, can you tell me what about the oxidation state of hydrogen? Hydrogen. It is common, right? In all cases, the oxidation state of hydrogen, that is plus 1, isn't it? Yeah, plus 1. Then we are considering the oxidation state of chlorine as plus X. Okay, X. We don't know the oxidation state of chlorine. We are going to find out the oxidation state of chlorine. So it will be X. Then what about the oxidation state of oxygen? Naurin?
minus 2.
Minus 2. But here there are 2 oxygen atoms. So 2 into minus 2. Isn't it? That is equal to 0. Okay. So 1 plus X minus 4 equal to 0. Then that is equal to 1 minus 4 minus 3, right? Minus 3 plus X, that is equal to 0. So X equal to plus 3. Okay. So this is the oxidation state here, plus 3. For HClO2, it is plus 3. Here it is plus 1. Similarly, the oxidation state will increases from HClO to HClO4. That's why the order of acidity also increases. So all of you remember this point. When the oxidation state increases, acidity also increases. Clear?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
what is color order?
Color means intensity increases, or that's the acidity increase. Acidity itself, but depending upon their color. If the acidity increases, their color also increases.
Okay.
Clear?
ma'am. Okay. ma'am.
Yes, that's it. Then we are moving to question number 29. Which of the following statement is correct? Okay. Option A, NO2 is an anhydride of nitric acid. Option B, CO is an anhydride of formic acid. Then option C, Cl2O3 is an anhydride of hypochlorous. Then option D, Cl2O7 is an anhydride of perchloric acid. Which of the following statement is correct? What is the meaning of anhydride? Anhydride means water is added. Okay. Water is added. That is anhydride. NO2 is an anhydride of nitric acid. Then CO is an anhydride of formic acid. Then Cl2O3 is an anhydride of hypochlorous. Then option D, Cl2O7 is an anhydride of perchloric acid. This question from the portion group 17 elements. Okay, group 17, depending upon the different compounds formed by chlorine. Can you tell me, children, which one is the correct answer? In the textbook, page number 201. Page number 201. There is a representation of Cl2O7. Cl2O7, then Cl2O3. Cl2O3 not there, Cl2O7. So among this 4 statement, which one is the correct answer? Any idea? Which one is the correct statement? NO2 is an anhydride of nitric acid. If you are adding H2O to nitric acid, NO2 will be obtained. Yes or no? No, right? HNO3 plus H2O. It will not give NO2. So this is a wrong statement. Then second one, CO is an anhydride of formic acid. Formic acid, that is acetic acid itself, CH3, COH, that is acetic acid, plus H2O, that will not give CO. Okay, so this option B is also incorrect statement. Then this C is also incorrect statement. Option D is the right one. So you can write the reason along with this. 1 minute. Okay, option D is the correct answer because on perchloric acid, okay, perchloric acid, that is Cl2O7 plus H2O, that will gives 2HClO4. Cl2O7 is an anhydride of perchloric acid. Perchloric acid.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
what is HClO4?
HClO4 is perchloric acid. Cl2O7 is an anhydride of perchloric acid. That means Cl2O7 reacts with water, perchloric acid is obtained. When we are removing this water molecule from perchloric acid, Cl2O7 is obtained. That is the meaning of Cl2O7 is an anhydride of perchloric acid. Clear, Gauri? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Shall I move to next question? Next one that you have learned from the textbook in the page number in the preparation of this chlorine. Okay, so you can tell me, Nandana, can you tell me the answer? 4HCl plus O2 gives 2Cl2 plus 2H2O in the presence of CuCl2. The above reaction of chlorine preparation is of option A, Decaun's process, option B, contact process, option C, electrolytic process, option D, none of the above. The above reaction of chlorine.
Decaun's process.
Which one?
Decaun's process.
Very good. Option A, Decaun's process. That's the method of preparation of chlorine from HCl using oxygen. Okay, you can mark it in the textbook, page number 202. The manufacture of chlorine. Okay. Decaun's process, that's the name of the process. Hydrochloric acid, it will react with oxygen in the presence of cuprous chloride to form chlorine and water. Evelyn, Sania, Aditya, Shivani, Manuel, Rijas, Nivin, Anthony, all of you please switch on your videos. The next question, question number 31. Anna, can you read question number 31?
Ma'am,
Okay.
consider the following reaction. First reaction, 2NaOH plus Cl2 gives A plus B plus H2O. Second reaction, 6NaOH plus 3Cl2 gives C plus B plus 3H2O. Here A, B, C and D refer to option A, NaCl, NaClO3, NaOCl, 5 NaCl. Option B, 5 NaCl, ClO3, NaOCl, and NaCl.
Yeah. Then option C.
I can't see. NaCl,
Hmm.
NaOCl, 5 NaCl, NaClO3,
Hmm.
and option D, 5 NaCl, NaOCl,
Hmm.
NaCl, and NaClO3.
Okay. So here the question is, consider the following reaction. In the first case, sodium hydroxide with chlorine, but here the sodium hydroxide that is in cold and dilute state. Okay. And in the second one, same reactants NaOH and chlorine, but here the NaOH is in hot and concentrated state. That's the difference. So depending upon the physical state of this reactants, there will be different products obtained. This question is directly from textbook. So you can refer the textbook and tell me the correct answer. Only small differences in the products obtained. You can see here NaCl, then NaClO3, NaOCl, then amount of NaCl will be varied. Did you find out the page number, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Then tell me.
203.
Yeah, 203. There will be two reactions. With cold and dilute alkalis, chlorine produces a mixture of chloride and hypochlorite. But with hot and concentrated alkalis, it gives chloride and chloride. So which will be the correct option? Option A, that is NaCl, NaClO3, NaOCl, 5 NaCl. So you can tell me in the first reaction, what will be the product form? 2 NaOH plus Cl2 in cold and dilute state.
NaCl.
NaCl, then just 1 minute. Okay, NaCl plus
NaOCl.
NaOCl. Okay, then what about this hot and concentrated sodium hydroxide with chlorine?
NaCl.
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 What about the number of NaCl?
5.
5. So you have to always learn this number also. Okay. Then you look at the options given here, A, B, C, and D. Which one is the correct answer? I will just show the option C and D. Which one is the correct? Option A or B or C or D?
Option C.
C.
Option C. Okay. Yeah. Option C. So all of you should thorough with the old chemical equation. There will be very small differences in the products obtained, right? So you have to correctly identify the answer. Shall I move to next question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Gayatri, can you read question number 32?
Match the species given in column 1 with the shape given in column 2 and mark the correct options.
Okay.
Column 1, SF4,
Mm.
BRF3,
Mm.
BRO3,
Mm.
NH4.
Okay.
Column 3,
Plus.
column 2,
BO3 minus NH4 plus.
NH4
Okay.
plus. Column 2, tetrahedral,
Okay.
pyramidal, seesaw shaped, and bent T shaped.
Okay. So you have to match the following with the correct shape. Okay. SF4, BRF3, BRO3 minus NH4 plus. These are the different compounds given in column 1. Then column 2, there are different shapes. Option 1, 1 tetrahedral, 2 pyramidal, 3 seesaw shape, 4 bent T shaped. What will be the shape of SF4? SF4. Are you familiar with the structure of SF4, children? Yes, F. Just like this. Can you identify the shape? SF4. Is it tetrahedral, pyramidal, Seesaw or bent T shape?
Seesaw.
Yeah, it's seesaw shaped. Okay, so you can draw the structure along with this question. SF4. That is in seesaw shaped. And there is 2 lone pair of electron in sulfur. Okay. The next one about BRF3, right? So BR here, F, F, F. Then there are 2 set of lone pairs. BRF3. What will be the shape of BRF3?
Bent T shape.
Yes, bend T shape, right? Bend T shape. BRF3, bend T shape. The next one, BrO3 minus. Br. This one. You have to consider 3 bonds between bromine and oxygen. It is pyramidal shape. Okay, BrO3 minus, that is pyramidal shape. The last one is NH4 plus, that is tetrahedral shape. Tetrahedral shape. So which one is the correct option? A, B, C or D? Yes. Option B, right? 3, 4, 2, 1. 3, then 4, 2, 1. Option B is the correct answer. SF4, that is seesaw shape. BRF3, bent T shape. BrO3 minus pyramidal shape. NH4 plus tetrahedral shape. So it's clear? The next question. Question number 33. Mehak, can you read the question?
The main source of helium is
Hmm.
air,
Monoxide sand.
monoxide and radium, none of these.
Okay, the main source of helium. This question from the portion, occurrence of metals. Occurrence of this 18th group elements. Let's look at the main source of helium. Which one is the main source of helium among this? Air, monoxide sand, radium, none of this.
Monoxide sand.
Yeah, option B, monoxide sand. Okay, that's in page number 208. Okay, 208. Occurrence of group 18 elements. Clear? Then the next question, what is the correct order of atomic radii for noble gases? What is the correct order of atomic radii for noble gases? Option A, helium, it is less than neon, it is less than argon, krypton, then xenon. Then the option B, helium, it is greater than neon, it is greater than argon, it is greater than krypton, then xenon. Option C, helium is less than neon, is less than argon, is greater than krypton, is greater than xenon. Option D, helium, it is less than neon, it is greater than argon, it is greater than krypton, it is less than xenon. What will be the common trend followed by these elements in a group? Sania? What about the common trend of atomic radii? Is it increases or decreases?
Increases down the group.
Yeah, increases down the group, right? The same trend is followed in group 80. So which one is the correct option? A, B, C, or D? Tania?
A.
Yeah, very good. Option A. Okay. In every group, moving from top to bottom, their atomic radii increases due to the increase in number of shells, right? So here also the order, helium, it is less than neon, it is less than argon, it is less than krypton, then xenon. That's the order. Shall I move to next question? Have you completed, children? Question number 34. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Shivani, can you read question number 35? Unmute. Yeah.
The gas used in lamp which penetrates fog is
Options.
uh,
This is not clear. Shivani.
ma'am,
Yeah. Any issue?
no,
Then you can read options.
Ne, It's-
Neon.
N2 air.
B, He, then C, N2, D, AR.
air.
Option A, Ne, that is neon, right? Option B, He, that is helium. Option C, N2, that is nitrogen. Then option D, AR, that is argon. The gas used in lamp which penetrates fog. You have to refer the uses of this group 18 elements. Uses of group 18 elements. Any use related to this property, the gas used in lamp which penetrates fog. Gayatri, can you tell me which one is the correct answer?
Option A.
Option A, neon. Why? Why? Here in the uses of neon, it is used in discharge tubes and fluorescent bulbs for advertisement display purposes. Neon bulbs are used in botanical gardens and in greenhouses. Okay, we are using it in botanical gardens and greenhouses. That means it can able to penetrate this fog. Okay, so this gas, it is used in lamp which penetrates fog, that is neon. Clear? Neon. Michael, can you read question number 36?
In XCF4, the hybridization of Xe atom is A, sp3, B, sp3d, C, sp3d2, or D, dsp.
Okay, in XCF4, the hybridization of xenon atom is option A, sp3, option B, sp3d, option C, sp3d2, option D, dsp3. Which one will be the correct answer? Any idea? The structures of molecules will be given in the page number 210. XCF4. Here shape is square planar. So what will be the hybridization? You have learned the hybridization and their shape in previous classes. Do you remember, children? Yeah, the shape is square planar. So the hybridization will be sp3d2. Okay, sp3d2. Square planar. It is a shape. Square planar. Okay, then next question. Question number 37. In the preparation of compounds of xenon, Bartlett had taken O2 plus PtF6 minus as a base compound. This is because. Do you remember this one? The preparation of xenon compound. So here the option, both oxygen and xenon have same size. Both oxygen and xenon have same electron gain enthalpy. Both oxygen and xenon have almost same ionization enthalpy. Both xenon and oxygen are gases. Do you remember this method? Initially, he prepared a compound that is made up of oxygen, platinum, and fluorine. Later, he replaces this oxygen by xenon due to one property. Do you remember which property is that? That's in page number 209. 209. Due to which property? Same size, same electron gain enthalpy, same ionization enthalpy, or both are gases.
Ionization.
Same.
Ionization.
Ionization enthalpy, right? Yes. Option C, ionization enthalpy. Both oxygen and xenon have almost same ionization enthalpy. That's why this oxygen is replaced by xenon. Okay. Shall I move to next question, children?
No, ma'am.
Okay, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. One more thing, children. I think I made a mistake here in question number 29. Actually, anhydrate means removal of water and hydrate means addition of water. So here the statement Cl2O7 is an anhydrate of perchloric acid means we are removing water from perchloric acid. Cl2O7 will be obtained. That means Cl2O7 will be react with water to form perchloric acid. Clear? The things you have written is right, but I think the explanation will be explanation I have made was wrong. So anhydrate means removal of water. So when we are removing water from perchloric acid, Cl2O7 will be obtained, or Cl2O7 with water will give perchloric acid. Clear? Okay. The next set of questions, question number 38. Anna, can you read question number 38?
Yes, ma'am. The type of hybridization and number of lone pairs of electron of Xe in XeOF4 respectively are option A sp3d2 and 1, option B, sp3d and 2, option C sp3d and 1, option sp3d2 and 2.
Okay, the type of hybridization and number of lone pair of electrons of xenon in XeOF4 respectively. Here the structure of XeOF4, it is given in page number 210. XeOF4. Actually, its shape is square pyramidal. Square pyramidal. Then how many lone pair of electrons there? Lone pair can be represented in the form of dots according to Lewis structure. So how many dots are there in XeOF4? Page number 210. 210. How many lone pair of electron? Tell me. Anyone?
2.
2 electrons, right? 2 electrons. So 1 pair. 2 electrons, 1 pair of electron. That is lone pair. That is represented at the bottom side with the structure like this, right? Xe, then double bond O, F, 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 F. Then here the lone pair of electrons is represented. Okay. So here the lone pair is 1, and due to its square pyramidal shape, the type of hybridization is sp3d2. So option A, sp3d2 and 1 lone pair. sp3d2. The hybridization is not mentioned in your textbook. Only shapes are given. So you have to learn their hybridization also. sp3d2 and 1 lone pair. Then one more question. Question number 39. Match the items of column 1 and 2 and mark the correct option. Okay. Column 1A, its partial hydrolysis does not change oxidation state of central atom. Then B, it is used in modern diving apparatus. C, it is used to provide inert atmosphere for filling electrical bulbs. D, its central atom is in sp3d2 hybridization. Then column 2, helium, then XeF6, XeF4, then 4 argon. You can match anyone. Which one is used in modern diving apparatus? I think it will be more easy. It is used in modern diving apparatus. Which one?
Helium.
Helium, right? Okay. Then what about it is used to provide inert atmosphere for filling electrical bulbs? Among this, which one is
Neon.
used? XeF6, XeF4, argon.
Argon.
Argon. So when you go to, when you can match any two, then you will get the correct option sometimes, right? So which one will be the correct? B is 1 and C is 4. Option C, right? So here its partial hydrolysis does not change oxidation state of central atom, that is XeF6. Then its central atom is in sp3d2 hybridization, that is XeF4. That we have already discussed in question number 36 about the hybridization of XeF4. Right? And now it's time we can revise the, we can discuss the remaining questions in the next class. Okay. I will send the pages of these questions in your WhatsApp group. Okay. Let me take your attendance. Just wait. Okay, thank you, children. Then we can discuss the remaining things in the next class. OMR sheet. Test is in OMR sheet. Okay. Then thank you all. Bye.